Hello, everyone. The stream has begun. And I don't understand why Shuffle for this Ms. Radio music thing in Reverse 1999 is just playing the same track over and over again. What the heck is going on? Give me the next track. Finally. Goodness. I know Shuffle is default, but the Shuffle means it should be playing more than one track. I swear it was playing the same track 4 or 5 times in a row. It was weird. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. Hi, Magic, how are you doing? Happy version 2.6. I guess I'll go look at the VOD and see if that can enlighten me on whether it really was. I could swear it was the same song as what I was playing when I first started the stream. And then I came back after 4 minutes and it was still playing that song. And then I saw it finish the song and then I was like, wow, it's taking a long time to finish the song. And I went back and the song was at the beginning again. Weird. Kinoko-kun is being duplicitous in chat again. Welcome, Kinoko-kun. Ooh, I stopped this time because I saw the word Oh, Norgay! I thought it said Norway. Okay. 1953, New Zealand mountaineer Edmund Hillary and his guide Tenzing Norgay reached the top of Everest. Good for you. Got a pull. We got another one of the Between Rainy Seasons thingy. That gives me decibel up for the roaring jukebox. Tap to uncover the mystery. Wow, it's an advertisement. I think that happened before, didn't it? I feel like that happened the last time there was a new patch. So that is the Roaring Jukebox garment. Oh, it is the new astronomy card set thingy. Wait, not astronomy. Cards. The cards. What do you call these things? Tarot. Tarot cards. There we go. Tarot cards. That's what they're called. They even changed the look of this patch. They really want us to buy those skins. Hello, Chameleon. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an okay day. Yes, yes, yes. Kinoko-kun doesn't like the outfit, but I think I actually like this outfit better than the other wedding dress outfit that Melania had. I think it's cute. Compensation. Don't forget to get your compensation. Issues in version 2.5. Alrighty. And I forgot to put in some gift codes, so I should see if I can still do that. Let me see. There's gift code Blood of Fiction. There we go. So Flood of Fiction. Alright, 30 clear drops for that one. What else have we got? Lusoka gave us the code Spring Returns. Krasma Candy 1. Very nice. And then pen and sword. As you can see here, pen and sword. Gives you another 30 clear drops. Yay! Okay, let's make all the little red squares go away and the stupid thing. Okay, old ticket, times 100. I still have not used these because there hasn't been anything for me to use them on, really. I could use them here, I suppose. But at this point, I'll just kind of keep on hoarding those until maybe something shows up that I really want.
Patterns remain clear. So everyone could feel nostalgia, even though we're far from home. My spirit shall stay. Perhaps I'll make more friends in the future. We'll raise pow-pows, build pebble cat. Even though we're far from
Bond
home,
increase. Bond increase.
and its patterns remain clear. The elders trust me to lead our people, and everyone believes in me.
Yeah, I know there's other stuff there. None of it was just really all
Why
that
not someone else?
intriguing to
I don't see
me.
what makes me any different.
Now, real quick, I want to... I say real quick, but we know it's not going to be real quick. Everything takes forever with me. Okay, I'm going to type this in here. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to take this over here. All right, everybody. We are going to learn how to pronounce this. We're going to practice.
You're so quiet.
No.
Like the rocks on the
Shush.
beach.
Shush, shush, shush.
What are you thinking?
I'm not that quiet as you think, girl. Don't worry about me. Okay. Here we go. Folie. 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 The FO is definitely like fou. Folie et déraison. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Kinoko-kun. I could have sworn I set this ahead of time. I literally went in here. Oh. You have to do it by the tab. It's by the tab, apparently. Oh, and also I need to have browser audio unmuted. That would help. Okay, let's try that again, shall we?
Folie et déraison.
Folie.
Folie et déraison.
Folie et déraison.
Folie et déraison.
Folie
Folie
et
et déraison.
déraison. Alright, are we hearing it now?
Folie et déraison.
It looks like it's being caught by OBS, so that's good. Folie et déraison. 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 The O sound in call. Call. When I say the word call, it's ah. Folie? Oh! Is it because... I just realized something. Is it because I'm missing a little symbol? A little dash mark? Oh, like this has a dash mark.
Folie et déraison.
Fa. Call. Fa. Call. Fa. Folie et déraison. The way that Google is saying it, it sounds like fou
Folie et déraison.
or full. But you're saying it's an O sound in call? Ca? Folie et déraison? That doesn't sound anything like what Google's doing. How strange. How Oh, interesting. I wonder if anyone else has put together pronunciation guides out there. I swear this radio in the game is not shuffling the music. It's just playing the same track over and over again. I think it is. Let's see here. What does Wikipedia say? Nothing. Okay. Well, maybe that's it then. AI thinks it's Folie. You're saying the O like ooh is all, but it's still understandable. As in, I am or I should be. How do I make it so this thing actually plays all the tracks? Let's watch it, okay? We're gonna watch this frickin' radio and see if it keeps playing the same track over and over again. Because I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is it gonna go to the next track? Hey! It is starting a new track. Okay, good. Well, it is what it is. Folie et Déraison. Folie et Déraison. I still can't quite figure out what the vowel is, but I feel like I'm close enough. Oh. Man. Folie et Déraison. Ha. It's the O sound in call. Ha, fa, Folie et Déraison. So Google's wrong, right? That's what I'm getting out of this. Google is wrong. Let's click on the event thing here, everybody, and watch the trailer together.
For poetry. For us. For free will. For us. For literature. Oh, haven. The panopticon. Nowhere else but here.
Google is often biased, I would say, Kino-kun. But it's here!
Doris,
Folie et
that
Déraison
blind
is
writer?
here.
3 days ago, she asked me for directions to Komala prison.
Kumala.
This is an experimental facility.
I'm not going to be doing Gamba
see
because
just what
I
that
desperately need to save polls for
Jane,
Aleph
Who is the ruler of this prison?
and Aleph and the characters after Aleph as
According to the
well.
agreement, the Idealist and I represent the two factions of
The
La Sociedad.
Idealists.
In light of his
La
possible
Sociedad.
assassination, the Congress
The
will now be
Congress.
chaired by me.
I'm really excited for Prison Arc. Are you going for impromptu? I don't know what I'm going for. I'm going for Aleph at the end of the day. I think what I'm gonna do instead of Gamba, I'm gonna build Voyager. I think that's what I'm gonna do today.
What even is this prison?
You are a prisoner of Komala and a guest of Manus Vindicta.
A guest of Manus Vindicta.
Fiction and reality are two parts of a whole. We're trapped in a story with a predetermined ending.
I'm excited for the predetermined ending aspect. Folie et Déraison. Folie et Déraison. There we go. I'm just gonna say it over and over again until I get it right. Oh, what's the menu music? Let's hear it. Give me the menu music. Ooh. 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 Of course, if you have French stuff everywhere, there's gotta be an accordion. But, yeah, time to build the impromptu girl band indeed. I don't have Barcarola, unfortunately, so it's, a little tricky. Me trying to figure out what to do with Aleph. But I can build Voyager, at least. Yeah. I can't really go impromptu without Barcarola, I guess. Oh, that's right, and I can build Melania's Euphoria. That will be nice. And Medicine Pocket has Euphoria as well. I love a good accordion. Indeed! Have Aleph in your suitcase and be happy, I think. That's right. I want to use him if I can, but other than that, he will be in my suitcase, and that will be nice. Alright, so I went through... Well, should I build Voyager if I don't have Barcarola? There's a question. She's already Res 9, Insight 2, max level. So it's just a matter of whether I want to use all the Insight materials for I3 and for the materials for R10. I don't know. Wait, what is her Euphoria? I kind of want to build her anyway. I just don't know. Just don't know. But I do know that I want to unlock Melania's Euphoria, I think. We're at a point now where all of the Euphorias that come out for characters look really good, and we don't have as many Euphoria materials to go around. So I feel like I need to be a little picky. I have 20 Key of Thought right now. I just don't know. I proclaimed that I would build Voyager, so I feel like I should. Anyway, what have we got? X is on the banner, and Diggers is on the banner. Good for them. For 20 days. Huh. So, hang on a second. Main story, 31 days. Series of Dusks. Oh my gosh. There's a lot to read here. Oh no. What's an Acoustica artifact? Oh my gosh. There's so many things. I want to enjoy a Series of Dusks, but it's so much. It's just so much. Ugh. Right, I just realized how expensive it actually is. Yeah. Kinoko-kun, what do you mean by it's the last update? I'm curious about that. Chameleon says, I've played it once and never again. Yeah, I mean, they did make it shorter than before. It used to be even longer. But now it's a little shorter. But, like, there's so much stuff. I'm able to enjoy Honkai Star Rail's roguelike mode that they have, like Divergent Universe and stuff. I love that. That's a whole hoot and a holler. But man, Reverse 1999's is just so much. Roguelike mode won't change after this? Oh, okay. It still is very long. You are not wrong, yeah. What is this? Okay. Just notes on the new stuff. This is where I'm stuck. As you can see, I am very, very behind, and I'm never, ever gonna catch up, as hard as I try. but that's just kind of how it goes. I really wish I could get to the one where I get a new background for the main menu of the game. Ugh. And then, isn't there one that has Ms. Newbabble's? Look at that! A Ms. Newbabble garment! But look how much you have to play to get there. Yike-a-roonies. Alright, what have we got? The character story. Ooh, nice pretty song. It's the first versions of the roguelite. The first versions of the roguelike and HSR were also unbearable to me. The current one is okay. Oh, yeah, they like, fine-tuned it a bit. I agree, it's much better now. Magic says, I only barely touched Dusk mode, so I should get to it soon now that they've updated it so much. I still need to unlock Lorelei. Yeah, I mean, if you want to. I hope don't stress out over it, because man, it's a grind. It really is. Be careful about that grind. That grind will get ya. Okay. Everything here is the way I left it. And Limbo, I just need to do the 6th stage. Wait. Device reset 17 days. Huh? They added more days to Limbo. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, what's this? I got clear drops just for, like, looking at the new main story? Wow. That's nice. Oh, I guess no, it's because I had extra from the previous main story. Okay. Limbo update. It's so weird that they're doing a Limbo update halfway through a Limbo that I already played most of it.
Until the torch is lit. Benefit from reading.
You don't want to miss it. It's wrong.
We walk in long nights.
Gotcha.
I will go hunt down the information about the Limbo update and we can check it out together.
There they are. Gotcha. Let's get it over quick. It's wrong. It's wrong.
This song in this stage is so good. It's so dissonant and weird to listen to.
I'll clear the cup for you.
Let's go. I am curious. How many pulls do I have? I have 80 pulls for LF. Very good. Okay, can I make this go away? Good. Ugh. Eternity is gonna be here staring at me, wondering if I'm gonna try to pull for her. Okay. Info about the new Limbo. Let's see if we can find it. Oh. I thought it would be here. Okay. Let's go to Artificial Somnambulism and see what it says. I do like Lupera's skin. It does look nice. Yeah. I'm trying not to think about it too much. It's important for me not to think about garments too much. I already spent more money than I was hoping to last patch. Not that much, but more than I wanted to. I was hoping to only do 5 or 10, and then I ended up spending like 20. Okay. Okay, number of stars. There's 3 parts. There's a Lucidscape now. Okay. Lucidscape is what we'll need to learn about. Okay. Dream task? I totally didn't even notice it's a D&D theme, Magic. Oh my gosh. Of course. Of course. That's adorable. I feel like playing dungeon meshy music now. Okay. Dream stages will be regularly reset on the 16th day of each month. Okay. Lucidscape gameplay intro. Lucidscape is open during event periods and refreshes on the 1st of each month. Wait, so are we gonna get a Lucidscape that's only here for the next, like, 3 days? And then it's gonna reset at the beginning of June? That would be interesting. The Lucidscape experiment rewards will be available upon completing stages and earning their ratings. These rewards are also reset when the Lucidscape cycle resets. Uh-huh. Both allies and enemies accumulate lucidness under specific battle conditions. When lucidness is full, the battlefield enters the lucid domain state. What? While in lucid domain, allies gain combat bonuses for a set number of rounds. Afterward, lucid domain ends and lucidness is reset. So after a set number of rounds. Okay. Within the same cycle, the first and second fragments of each Lucidscape stage are each governed by separate lucidness rules. Okay. Full start completion of the current Limbo allows the next cycle of Limbo to start from Limbo Stage 5. Thank goodness. I appreciate this. That saves a lot of time. Obtaining all A ratings in the current Lucidscape allows the next cycle of Lucidscape to start from Lucidscape Stage 3. Okay. Quick clear is nice, yeah. On the 6th floor and those after that in Surface, the offline system is applied. Under the offline system, some characters will go offline after you win a battle. Right, we already knew about that. Yep. Reset system, that's right. So, is the Lucid thing gonna show up after I beat Limbo 6? Maybe? Or is it gonna show up starting June 1st? I wonder. Let's go!
Oh, I got it now.
I swear this is technically still new patch material, or I'm trying to get to the new patch material by doing this. For sure.
This test is what I'm good at. It could be found. Do have a little faith in me, Master. Oh, be careful. These sheets are my wings. Uh-huh. Ow, shells! My shells! What are you doing?
Oh, hey. It would be really cool if anybody who's listening to the stream right now, can you go ahead and do any of the redeems right now? And I want to make sure that the Twitch... Wait. Oh, maybe the channel point redeems don't have any sound, so that wouldn't matter. Darn. How can I test the Twitch alerts that have sounds? I feel like... We'll just have to see once something happens. Or I could go into alerts right now and send a test during stream. That's the smart way to do it. Okay. I'm gonna send a test alert, everybody. You tell me if you can hear the actual sound from the alert, okay? Here we go.
Shiny bot just followed.
I assume that you were able to hear that. Hopefully. I guess I can check my own VOD afterwards, if I'm really curious. Oh, Magic heard it! Yes! It's working! Alright! I finally fixed a problem that I've been having for a while. I can now play Twitch alerts and also have different audio channels for the game audio, for my mic, for the browser, for the Twitch alerts, for Discord, and I can separate all of them and control their volumes and everything and muting them separately.
Just another shift.
So that's good.
Given that it could be found. What I'm good at. We stand together. Laundry time. Are you a rational member? Up and at it.
Let's go. Let's see here. I love this music! I feel like it's just not possible for me to get tired of this kind of music.
Given that, perfectly understood.
Wait, let's do this first. Or let's do this
This one
first.
should do. Yes.
Then
I got
this.
It
Then
could be
this.
found.
Then this. Then this.
Perfectly understood. Oh, be careful. Higher than a bell tower, and deep in the clouds. Form is a bubble. Feel my dark embrace. Please, allow me. Oh, I look forward to punishing you. I said go away.
Mwahaha!
Victory?
Perfect.
Okay.
But what does it mean to us? Alright, second half of Limbo 6, and then we can see if the new content will pop up. And if it doesn't, then that probably means it'll show up on June 1st. Lucidscape. Or whatever. I still don't know what to run for a fourth unit on this team. I just threw 6 there because he doesn't need any AP. He just kind of stands there. And he can help cleanse things. I don't want to have any extra action characters in that spot. Yeah, this is good. This is what I shall run. Mass debuff. Okay.
My child.
Oh, are we fighting the spirit in the mirror that that Argus was confronting from the highway, the haunted highway event? Willow would probably be there. That would make sense. Oh, you want to do I first? I was putting the handprint one first because it mass debuffs all the enemies. Yeah. I guess Druva's for general plant buffs? Oh, that's not a bad idea.
This way, please.
But don't forget, Kinoko-kun, I appreciate explanations before instructions. I mean, it doesn't matter in the end since poison happens after your turn. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense.
What's that? Be serious.
Let's do this.
You're waking. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right? Stop lightning. Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards?
The bodyguards! Okay, they're putting poison on us and corrode. Ho ho.
The moment of utterance.
The poison values are recorded at the time it gets applied. That's interesting. I would not have assumed that. Wait, it might be the case. You don't know it is? Oh. I guess I don't know. This.
What's this? Be serious. Stay focused.
We walk in long nights.
It's for your safety. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right? Oh, bodyguards! Where were the bodyguards?
Alright, let's just keep doing this. More and more. I need to
This way,
get
please.
Tuesday's ult up. Dun, 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 dun. We'll do this. And some more of this again, and this.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
Learn from
Classic.
Ah, it
Folie
seems to be mixed up.
de... Wait.
It should be fine.
Folie et Déraison. Folie et Déraison. Folie et Déraison. I'm practicing the name of this event. Practice it with me, everybody. Actually, you shouldn't practice it with me because I don't know if I'm even saying it all the way right anyway. Okay, now... What to do? We'll do this, and this, and this, and this.
Knock, knock. Room service. Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right? Don't worry.
Go, Jessica.
I have prepared
Jessica, Durango, Illinois, Chicago. I can't do the second half of that whole rhyme because it's just too many syllables for me to remember quite yet.
this way, please.
Bum, 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 bum,
I know what this is.
bum,
What's
bum,
this?
bum, 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 bum.
You're waking.
Oh, I should have waited to use Sotheby's ult. Or wait, maybe it doesn't matter. Because the poison will stay, huh? The poison stays. Awesome.
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
So much poison. Ooh. It was a decent chunk.
The moment of utterance. The moment of silence.
Be serious. Move your legs.
Alright, let's finish this up right here.
Knock, knock. Room service.
The sound design of Tiffany... Not Tiffany. Tiffany's the name of my pet rat. The sound design of Tuesday's ult is very, very good. If you want to see pictures of my pet rat Tiffany, you should join my Discord. So, do it. As Darth Sidious said. Do it. Okay, so let's see... Okay, so nothing is here. And if I do back... Can I even... I can do back. We can go forward. Yeah, there's no arrow to go to Lucid Scape. My rat has an ult now! Yes, she's very talented. How much to pull for her? I mean, she's a standard 8-star character, you know. It's no biggie. Not even a biggie. Huh. I want to learn more about the Lucidscape stuff. Man. Wait a second. Speaking about learning. 7th Limbo is at next reset. Lucidscape is in 2 days. Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. But yeah, Lucidscape is in the 2 days. Makes sense. Got it. I want to look up some extreme... What? No! No. The critters are back. Oh, whatever. I should have shared the extreme talent from the previous patch because X was voicing those.
Like the rocks on the beach.
Man. Oh well, I'll just play it. I'll play it anyway, cause I remembered. Let's learn about Recoletta together, and maybe this will help some of you decide on whether to pull for her. I'm so sad! Yo-Yo Grady, come back! Oh, they made an X shape. That's great. And actually, I'm gonna make this full screen and I will get rid of the graphic at the top of my screen. Sorry, hang on. There we go. Laboratory is ours now! She wanders South America for the sake of literature and in pursuit of her writing, even though few know her name. Through the use of her arcane skills, her words come to life as she wields her pen like a sword. She has sent her work to countless people, but has always been met with the cold shoulder. There's one exception, however, her loyal pen pal. Is it Marcus? Appears that her exceptional insight through literature would make her almost incomprehensible in reality. What? Just another arcanist who's gone cuckoo. How perceptive can such a delusional dummy be? Not very impressive, if you ask me. Is that all she's got? Marcus! Reality damage to enemies. Okay, if an attack hits only one target, Recoletta gains stacks of monomythic narrative. If the attack hits multiple targets, Recoleta gains stacks of ensemble narrative. Okay, so they look like a sword for single target for single targets, or a mountain. Oh no, it's like a sword that's doing an upswing, I guess. Huh, they look really similar. Ultimate deals reality damage to all enemies. The selected target taking extra damage. When she consumes extra Moxie, Recoleta gains a lot of ultimate might. And the extra Moxie she consumes is transferred randomly among her allies. Nice! And yes, you would want Melania for that. And Shemaine could take advantage also. Yes, we do know what those ults look like. When allies unleash their ultimate, Recoleta gets extra Moxie. For every Moxie the ally consumes, Recoleta gains 1 stack of monomythic narrative or ensemble narrative. Okay, she gets stacks of that from more than one place, based on whether the ultimate targets one or multiple enemies. Oh, so Melania is single target ultimate, and Shemaine is multi-target ultimate. Oh my gosh, look at her! Oh, I like the feather on her hat. Aww. Insight 3, Recoleta gains extra Moxie and Preparation Recoleta upon entering battle. Enables Recoleta to generate the precast incantation Flood of Fiction at the start of the next round. Precast! Okay. What does that have to do with Melania using her ult? Upon casting Flood of Fiction, the character with the highest Moxie releases their ultimate. Okay, alright, okay. And Recoleta gains the Moxie they consumed. So the closer they are to ult, the more Moxie Recoleta will get, I guess. She can also gain Preparation Recoleta when certain conditions are met after casting Maze of Visceral Realism. Is that her ult? I forget. Okay, her other incantation deals reality damage to one enemy. And inflicts them with Passion Drain. Allies who attack an enemy afflicted with Passion Drain gain Moxie. I like that! Dang it. She is good with Melania, huh? Wow. Ooh, the shade. They kind of sound like Donald Duck. Am I the only one? I like the animation of them laughing. It's cute. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Oh! Reveal! Oh my gosh! What? 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 John Teeter! John Teeter has infiltrated. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's John Teeter. Oh! Conclusion of today's observation. Aside from one of moderate intelligence, the critters remain intellectually undeveloped. Further research and observation of critters. From Lucy! This process is irreversible. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Did John Teeter just murder all those critters? What the heck? Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I watched that. There's usually never anything that exciting. Well, well, well. I appreciated that a lot. Okay, then onwards. Let's see. How do I make more of these stupid things go away? Oh well. I'll just have to be patient. So, okay, what are the options here? It's almost time for to run an ad anyway, but yeah, while I'm sitting here waiting for the ad to start, I need to decide what to do for this stream. There is the main story. I want to save the character story just in case there's another collab stream, which there usually is. And then what else is coming out during this patch? Oh yeah, Ryashki's coming out. That's right. Just not yet. Okay, rewards event, banner, main story, merchandise, ooh. Rewards. Oh, there's a web event. I always forget about those. Gosh, so there's a new series of dusks.
What do you think?
Thing. Magic says, I can't wait to see the Ryashki group coming back in the future version. That'd be so good. I want to see them again. I haven't even finished really learning the other stuff in the series of dusks. Every route you choose will come with a new system of decision and offer different buffs. These buffs will only apply on the current floor and won't carry over to the next. Oh, interesting. There's a toll. 3 artifacts are revealed when selecting a route. Upon entering or completing the route, you can choose 1 artifact from the 3, but each comes with a toll that affects your entire exploration. Wow. Routes will be shortened. Yes! There's shortened routes! Isn't that great? Thank the Lord. And they said something about Acoustica, and I don't know what that means. They don't even say what Acoustica is here. Was Acoustica already a thing in a series of desks, and I just am completely behind on the times? Golly. Okay. There's a new ending, of course. Wonderful. No expansion is required for keepsakes. Okay. Man. Maybe I just need to click on things randomly and not think too hard about it. But, like, the whole point of doing a roguelike is to, like, you know, do the build, and you're picking things and making decisions, and that's fun. But, like, they've made it, like, homework for me now. Woe is me, etc., etc. Accessing the new ending does not require loading the expansion, but players must complete the ending wish granted first. The specific conditions are for you to explore. Okay. Alrighty. Well, there you have it. That's a series of dusks. Euphoria for Melania and Medicine Pocket. Let's see. New effect for rank 1 Euphoria on Melania. When actively attacking, Melania inflicts certain stacks of passion drain on the target, which is after being attacked, the attacker gains Moxie. Love it. Oh, sorry, the ads are starting. Sorry, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. I'll take a quick break here. Gonna get up and stretch and all that stuff. I lost track of time.
You're so quiet, like the rocks on the beach. What are you thinking?
I've been muted this whole time. Thank you, Magic. Well, I just wanted to say Millennia's Euphoria looks really good. I think I will definitely get it. I'm curious how the excess Moxie getting temporarily stored works. I'll just have to do it and then see how it works. Okay. So I'll unlock Millennia's Euphoria. That won't use up an entire stream of time, though. Wilderness, yes. New garments, of course. What's this? Oh, right. I don't even care about that thing. Oh, I like it. I like the skirt and I like the sleeves. Ah.
Next.
I like it. The hat. She's great. It doesn't... I still feel like her original outfit looks the best, but... I love the sleeves and the skirt. Puffy sleeves and the frilly collar and the frilly skirt and everything. That's so cute. I will appreciate it from afar, though. I don't even have Lopera. And I don't have Willow. Wait, so is Willow's garment also part of the D&D theming? Light the lamp with Willow. Oh. It is, okay. Oh my gosh, do they have an actual die? That's so funny.
Memorizing spells should be no harder than memorizing my floor ritual skills. I've got more intelligence than a goblin, don't I? Shh. This fire requires concentration. Always make sure your treasure isn't crumbling before you loot it. Light the lamp, reveal the secrets.
Oh, there's the die.
It's opening. Get it together. Valhalla does not welcome sleepyheads. That's a Nato girl. I heard that she's a skald.
She has a beard. Oh, I didn't realize it was a beard. Oh my goodness. Because it's kind of covering the beard in this one.
Valhalla does not welcome sleepyheads. That's a
I didn't realize it was a beard. Oh my gosh.
girl. I heard that she's a skald.
Her armor forms a beard.
I didn't need someone to sing my legends across the land. Have at this.
I love it.
The laws are suffer the notch.
That's great.
This is going to be fun. Hey, I'm tougher than I look, you know. Not even Xeno's brutal training could knock me down. Things are a bit stale around here. How about a game night? Get ready.
I like how they gave her
Pleaser.
fake pointy ears.
That's what it's all about. Life or death battle and victory.
And yes, we already looked at Millennia's. Okay. How very fun. Where do we get the Eric skin? It must be in this shop. No? Is it... Wait a second. Is it a part of a series of dusks? If it is, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, phototaxis mode later on in the patch or something. Oh, look, there's Lucid Escape right there. Maybe Beyond the Boundaries? Oh, the Answering Machine, the Butterfly, and the Literary Critic. Is that the Uttu mode, maybe? Or Phototaxis? Oh wait, Beyond the Boundaries is Phototaxis, huh? There's so many names in this game. Rawr. Hold, I need to make myself comfortable. Okay, I'm back. We're getting mains and it's the last mains bulletin. Wow. I feel like this stream took off because of mains bulletin. I owe so much to that game mode. That game mode is how I was able to gain my viewership I have now. You call it boring, I call it playable. Answering Machine is LF story maybe, since it's starts 28 days later. That would make sense. Oh, also look at the little symbol on it. Does it match the symbol for... Yes, it does! It matches the symbol for Recoletta's character story. Yep. I want to get all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well... I want to use Melania with her new euphoria somehow. How can I do that? Surely I'll get enough Key of Thought after this, and everything will be fine. Equip! It uses so much materials though, for real. Look, the little rodent has eyeglasses. He's so cute. So much materials. But I've got it to use it, you know? Alrighty. We are here! Stealing between curtains and walls. Melania is here. It does look like the flying squirrel in her ult, yeah. You could be like me and leave certain euphoria at certain levels. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. You know? I feel like the biggest cost is just unlocking the ability to get each of those ranks in the first place for the Key of Thought. 12 Key of Thought to do that. That's the part that I really wish I could cut back on in some way. What can I do that I could use Melania for? I just did artificial somnambulism, unfortunately. I could attempt burn stamina. actually, I did use a bunch of materials just now, so I should refill my inventory that I just plundered. That's only fair. Look at that. Oof. But first I must do the critter thing. Of course. I'm not even gonna do all of them. Just some. Oh yeah, I would not mind if at some point I did some kind of like pulling session or a mixing session. Look at how many keys I have. I have like 2,200 of these mixing keys. And I would love to get more of the mutated critters and just do that on stream. I think that would be really funny. Okay, I was coming here to look at Wishing Spring, and I am... Stop that. I've got 4 Fruit of Good and Evil. I've got 4 Mistletoe. I've got 0 Golden Fleece. Okay, so we'll start there. Do this. Do this. And then Serpent Scepter, I've got 2. Rheingold, I've got 1. Okay, so let's back out. Go over to the warehouse, and what are we looking at here? Bifurcated skeleton. I'm still trying to re-memorize what the best stages are to farm each of the items, because the stages that were the best to farm each of these items has since changed. Okay, bifurcated skeleton. The highest drop rate is 7/7 hard. Alright, let's do it. Right. Hey, we can get event currency this way too. We love to see it. Okay, run!
Hey, hello there.
They changed this patch too. Yeah. It feels like all of them have now completely changed, and none of the old stages that I memorized are... Not one of them is useful anymore. I used to be able to get by, but yeah, I finally have to move forward into the future. I wish we could, like, favorite stages. You know what I mean? Can't we just favorite the stages we want to use?
Now, to preserve this
They're not gonna, like,
in our dreams.
lose a whole bunch of stuff if they let us favorite which stages we like to farm the most. Or something. Hey! Event activity. We love it.
Hey, hello there.
Hey! Hello there! Oh my gosh, the sun is coming out. Finally! We had hot weather all day yesterday. I was complaining about it during stream yesterday. And today it was cloudy and rainy all morning. But the sun is finally coming out. But it's not going to be hot. It'll just be normal temperature.
I trickled ingredients this time. Come on, stand up. There's one around.
Cool. Man, I wish we had Maine's Bulletin or something I could use Melania on. I love this music! This music is so good! I used some of that. I used some of these. This music is so nice. I don't know what else to say. I'm so sorry I'm just repeating myself over and over again. This music is really nice. It's real good. Mer. Okay, Claude Pendulum. Claude Pendulum. 720 hard. Okay. Bam. Why don't I try using Millennia here? It recommends beast characters. I assume we're not doing main story if we're burning all our stamina now. I mean, I have tons of Picrasma if I wanted to do main story. Maybe I will.
Wait, give me 10 more minutes.
I think I will do main story because it's like the only thing that's really doable at the moment.
Ha! Inexperienced adult is coming to your aid.
Let us get to know each. Oh.
Perfect, I think. Is this good for Shemaine? I think it is. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. So, Melania starts with her ult and she stores something about like storing Moxie from her allies. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out together. Oh, no. I was reading the Euphoria notes for Melania. We look right over here. Rank 4 for Melania. When entering battle, gain Moxie. Excess Moxie on allies is temporarily stored. At the end of the round, each character's stored Moxie is used to replenish their own Moxie if able. I still don't quite understand. But yeah, Melania apparently gains Moxie enough to have her ult ready to go. Unless there's something in this stage that gives more Moxie. Nope, I don't think so. Now... what to do? Let's do this. Do this. And that's fine. Cool.
The note, even for a great people.
And everybody gets fixed plan. Which gives ultimate might plus 12%. That's so cool. Thank goodness. It looks like the other characters got some Moxie? Oh dear. Thank you! Ah! So I've thought about this over and over again. You know how other streamers, they'll just share their entire screen, and then if they want to show their viewers something they're looking at online, they'll just pull it over, and you can see them pulling it over the game, and then they put it back. I'm worried about, like, broadcasting my entire monitor. I worry about that. So that means I need to manually remember to go back and forth between each screen, which usually I'm good at, but every once in a while I just completely lose track. I don't know. What's this? Mental boon. Counter. Ah. Dispelled when taking reality damage. Okay. Balloon Party has that. Wabam.
Break it. 3, 2, 1, down.
Hold on to that.
Shemaine's mask is glowing. And I don't really know why it's glowing. He only has 3 stacks of Nature's Blessing. I feel like when you get up to 5 stacks, does his mask glow a bunch or something? I'm curious.
Great precision.
Plan B. Plan A.
It's a part of the garment. I just know that it, you know, when we started the fight, it wasn't glowing, but now it is glowing. I'm curious about the Moxie situation. I feel like I need to watch this as a VOD of somebody else doing this team so that I can track when the Moxie goes up and down. But when I'm playing it myself, I'm tracking too many things at once to do that myself. Okay.
The show's on, hounds.
All right, deep breath in.
Plan A. I'm with the note.
Uh-oh.
Even for
Her ult is going to be used on an enemy that has not much HP left. I hate it when that happens. That's the one frustrating thing about this game.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Three, 2, 1, down.
Okay. Yeah, now that Shemaine's Nature's Blessings stacks went away, his mask is not glowing anymore. So that's what that was about. Neato! Let's see. Dispelled when taking mental damage. Okay. Roger that. We can do that. Wabam!
All right, deep breath in.
Plan B. Plan A.
Nice.
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Shimane, it's been so long since I've used you.
A mice pass.
Alright. Same amount of rounds.
Don't miss me, really.
Oh well. It was fun to be reunited with Melania and Balloon Party. And also Shimane, but Melania and Balloon Party were a part of my core team when I was first starting out the game. I love them so much. Okay. I think it's time to start the new main story chapter. I think that would be a fun thing to do, probably. Yeah. Can I get anything with what I did so far? No? Okay. Remember, each player takes their turn in a clockwise fashion. If you wish to share secrets, you may pass notes to one another. What? What could she be talking about, I wonder? Okay, I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click the main story button. Here we are. And it's Vertin and Sonetto. Did they make the little meepos, like, more detailed than in the past? I feel like they're more recognizable now, which helps me a lot, because sometimes I wouldn't know which character was which. Okay, I'll go avoid spoilers. Have fun. Okay, yes, make sure you avoid spoilers, everyone. I'm playing this because there's not much else to do, and also because I know that sometimes it takes me a long time to get through main story stuff. Not main story, but like any new story. Every time they release a new patch and there's a new story, it takes me forever to get through it, so I should probably get started now. Sonetto seems more detailed, I think. Right? She looks cute. I approve. Ooh. Get a bunch of stars. Receive dust or sharpened ontos from creation cues. Wait, what's a creation cue? Is that related to the critter wilderness stuff? Huh. Log in for 1 day total. 3,400. Okay. Cool. I like what I've done to the story. It's a lot better than 2.2. 2.2... Oh yeah, 2.2 was the last main story. Right. I'm hyped. I'm quite hyped. Should I put something in the stream title? Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. I'm just gonna have a drink of cranberry juice here. And if you're watching this as a VOD in the future, you should leave me a comment on YouTube with your favorite TV series or manga or movie that takes place in a prison. Leave us your recommendations below. And hey, if you're in chat right now, you should tell me your favorite prison setting story. Two come to mind for me. And both of them are anime because I am an anime nerd. But there's Kaiji. Kaiji's the second season of the anime. The first part of that season takes place in an underground labor prison. Chameleon says, and suddenly I remember no story I've ever consumed ever. Just like that. Everything just disappears from your brain. Kaiji has a part that takes place in prison. And also there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, which I was really disappointed by, and I blame Netflix for making it low quality. I think it's Netflix's fault that the Jolene Joestar Part 6 was not as good as previous parts. I'm still upset about that. Man. It's such a good setting. It's such a good thing. Does anyone know what year this takes place in? I feel like so much of the recent stuff has all taken place in 1980s or later. And it would be awesome if there was some other stuff from the 20th century. Chameleon says, Fontaine had a prison and it was very bad. Yeah. I wanted that to be so much cooler than it was. It was also really long. I played through all of that. I played through some of it on stream, in fact. Maybe? That was right at the end of when I was streaming my gameplay of Genshin Impact. Oof. Hey, it's Riku! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an okay day. I am just about to get started on the new main story, the part 1. And I was asking the chat and anyone watching the VOD in the future on YouTube if they have any recommendations for TV, manga, movies that have a prison setting. Fontaine had high highs and low lows, lol. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Riku, do you know Kaiji? Kaiji, I think the first season was called Kaiji the Pariah or something like that. One of my favorite series from years past. How is you? I'm doing pretty good. There is sunlight coming in the window, but it's not hot. And that's all I can ask for. Just as long as it's not too hot, give me sunlight. That's all I want. Kaiji, you think I don't know it? I gotcha. Well, if only I was streaming. If only I could, like, share with the world about my favorite anime. Well, not my favorite. I guess Mushishi would probably be my favorite, but... This is Kaiji. It's a gambling anime. And I don't know where you can watch the first season. Right here, it says you can watch it on Crunchyroll? Riku says, oh, that one, I saw it a long time ago. There you go. Yeah. It's very exciting and good, and I will compare all, rich people make poor people play games for survival and stuff. I will compare all plots like that to Kaiji. Hunger Games, not as good as Kaiji. Squid Game, not as good as Kaiji. But yeah. Kaiji is my favorite. Even this person liked it. Right, it's a death game genre, I guess. But it does take place in a prison during the second season. It's really good. Big recommend from me. Wait, I remember a good prison movie I saw in college. I need to find the title. Oh ho ho. I want to bring up One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it's not technically a prison setting, but I think it has similar themes to prison setting. It's more like a it's a facility for people with mental problems. But then you get to the end of the movie and all these characters are like, "Oh, actually I just stay here because I just come here out of volunteering to come here." And Jack Nicholson's character is like, "What? Why did you just get out of here? This place sucks." And they don't want to leave. Probably because this place gives them a sense of community that they don't get outside of it. It's very interesting. That's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I would recommend it, I guess. It's got some really scary, traumatic stuff here and there, really hard stuff, but most of the movie is very, very entertaining and really good and emotional. But it's rough. It's got some rough stuff in it. Anyway, I guess I might as well start the prologue now. And we can dive into this story of Folie et Déraison. Wait. I gotta get this. Folie et Déraison. There we go. I got it. Folie et Déraison. I practiced so much to no avail. Oh, there's breezy understory. Interesting. But this is fine. Let's go. Ooh, Chameleon says it's the loneliness of the long-distance runner. Never heard of that. 1962. British coming-of-age film. So the Platonic year whirls out new right and wrong, whirls in the old instead. All men are dancers, and their tread goes to the barbarous clangor of a gong. I should have been paying attention. Okay, let's go. It's the final days of March, and the daylight hours in Ushuaia are shrinking away. Past the busy season, the city is faded and quiet. At this moment, in a cafe at the end of the world. At the end of the world, ooh. So, somewhere really remote. Conversation and laughter are sealed within an airtight glass dome. A few years ago, I worked as a forest ranger at a campsite in Cuernavaca. There, I met a Mexican surrealist poet. The art is immediately so pretty, isn't it? And it's got some detail. Oh, I think we're pushing in now. It's a slow zoom in. Rico says, did you get Recoleta shiny? I did not, and I'm going to try not to do any pulls because I want to save for LF. But I think I saw, I glanced at your stream. I think you got Recoleta. Congratulations. He was especially grateful that I was there. Some animals had wandered into the campground, and I drove them off for him. It wasn't a big deal, really. Chameleon says, it's called the end of the world because it's the southernmost city in the world. Oh. That kind of remote. Riku says, ooh, you were lurking. Thank you for lurk. No problem. Yay, I'm glad you got Recoleta. She's so cool. At least from what I've seen so far. As a token of gratitude, he elucidated this strange story to me, one that happened in a Sonoran desert town called Amalfitano back in 1975. Okay, so we're definitely post-1975. The people there adhered to a most unorthodox belief, which centered on the Die of Babylon. Oh, a dice, I think. One day, a researcher with a suitcase arrived in town. She came to study their local customs. An unsurprising reason for a learned intellectual to appear in a remote desert settlement. So, Verton or no? Riku says, my friend was pulling on my account. Haha, lucky friend. Friend has luck. Ushuaia.
This dusty old town and its peculiar custom would lead her down an entirely unexpected path.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, Recoleta. Does this researcher have a name? She could be Nora, Joanna, or Teresa. Any name, really. I feel like you want people focusing on this story, not keeping track of who's who.
Oh. So is this fiction or non-fiction? Confusion and shock intertwine on the storyteller's face.
Thank you for your advice. But she isn't a Nora, or a Joanna, or a Teresa. She's just herself. A paracausality researcher.
Paracausality researcher. There's a term. Paracausality.
You see that look? She's halfway to eating you alive.
Who is?
Face it, Maria. She wouldn't be the loca we know if she listened to anyone.
Ah, alright. So you didn't like the opening. Fine. I'll come up with something new. Maybe I'll start with a bit of exposition on the Die of Babylon, beginning with its origins, as a secret relic created by an Aztec priest, imprisoned by the conquistadores.
Imprisoned by the conquistadores. Okay. The mysterious Dai's origins never get a continuation, as her story is interrupted a second time.
I don't know if that's going to do much, hermana. I'm beginning to think we'll never figure out what you're trying to say with this novel. And, well... and this isn't your fault.
Ay, Dios. Just tell her, Maria. We're going back to Buenos Aires.
Oh.
¿De vuelta a Buenos Aires? ¿De repente? ¿Así? ¿Sin más?
All of a sudden, just like that?
Pancho, Maria, what's going on? Did I do something wrong during our travels?
Oh, they were traveling together? The startled storyteller eyes her companions of the last 2 months, searching for reasons.
Ah, see. I know what it is. I've bored you with my constant rambling over this novel.
No, Recoleta. It's got nothing to do with her novel.
Don't you get it? We're flat broke.
Ah.
Why do you think we're stuck here scrubbing tables?
The man slams his damp washcloth on the table to emphasize his point. His voice breaks the illusion of silence in the cafe. Riku says, I only got to chapter 4, no more energy, haha. Oh, part 4 of this new main story. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. It's only the first day of it coming out. Plenty of time to read more later.
Because we can't pay for all the mate we've been drinking.
Mata? What's mata? It's a drink. South American caffeine-rich infused herbal drink. Okay. Also known as chimarrão in Portuguese. I'm definitely not pronouncing that. I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. But okay. Yeah, I spent most of my energy to level up Recoleta and Ezra. Wait a second. When you say energy, Riku, do you mean activity in the game? The gameplay currency? I thought you were talking about your personal bodily energy.
That wasn't a question, Recoleta. We've crossed the continent, crashed the readings of all those prestigious poets, and lived the way a real artist should. And, I admit it, it's been just as amazing as you promised. But we can't go on living like this.
You know that we both care about you, and we believe in your novel too.
But, like... Wow, I guess you used all the activity... the Picrasma and everything also. I always, like... I'm constantly trying to make sure that I have extras of those all the time.
I'd be lying if I said this journey meant nothing to me. Getting to ride around the continent on a motorcycle like Che Guevara himself? I never could have imagined I'd get the chance to go on an adventure like this. We got to live the dream.
A real dream. Except for those days when the motorcycle broke down. Though that was a real tribute to Che's journey too.
Riku says, I love how Recoleta sounds in the story. Her VA did amazing. She sounds good so far, yeah.
Recoleta, since you invited us to join the Visceral Realists, we've both found amazing new ways to channel our inner poetry.
The Visceral Realists. Visceral Realists. Is that a term that exists in real life? If you're new to my stream, this is what I like to do a lot of the time when I'm playing Reverse 1999 stories. I look everything up. Huh. Ugh. Huh. When I was looking up Visceral Realist on Google, I came across a mention of the Third Reich, so that's why I went, ooh. What? Okay, hang on. I gotta go on a deep dive here. No? Okay. Huh. When I look up visceral realism, I run into an author named Roberto Bolaño. Maybe it is then. Yeah, I thought they made it up. I always know in this game they're always referencing things in real life, so I thought I'd give it a try and look things up. Oh. What is this? I'm sorry I'm not sharing anything. It's because it's related to Nazism that I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about before I share about this. But this author from Chile wrote El Tercer Reich in 1989. Oh. It just says it's a novel. It doesn't say if it's like a fictional novel or what the deal is. Okay, I just don't know. It's something that might be a little bit over my head. It's just a little bit real crazy. Well, anyway. Apparently visceral realism is a thing, is a term in real life. That's all I know from this Google search that I did just now. It might be a made-up thing, but it's a made-up thing that was made by Roberto Bolaño, perhaps? Yeah, he made a different novel called The Savage Detectives, and a bunch of the main characters are members of a group they call the Visceral Realists, or something. Apparently it's disputed as a literary movement because there was only one book, but I think it's inspired by his work, maybe. Okay. Well, if anyone's curious, yeah, what I found after the weird Third Reich thing was that Roberto Bolaño wrote about characters who were a part of this visceral realism thing in his book The Savage Detectives, Los Detectives Salvajes. Something like that. So there you go. Let's keep moving, I guess. Interesting stuff.
Even though I still don't understand what in the world you're trying to say with your novel, or for that matter, what visceral realism actually is.
Oh.
Maria, Pancho, you told us not to worry about the definitions, to feel and to live in our words.
I guess that's
we did just as
valid.
You said, and it felt great. But
Chameleon says, I tried to find a definition, and the definition is apparently that it's hard to describe, so LMAO, it sounds about right. Yeah. Maria looks out at Ushuaia, feeling a chill. Snow falls from the dimming sky. The season is shifting. Soon, gray and white will blanket the colorful houses of this desolate land. Now the winter chill is setting in. And the only thing you seem to care about is that little fictional town. The storyteller sinks back against their accusations, searching for words.
I appreciate your honesty, amigos. I was worried the problem was much worse than all that. Winter here isn't as dreadful as you think, and I know just the place to keep us warm.
Oh.
It was 1520. Arcanist Ferdinand Magellan sailed across unfamiliar waters under orders from the Spanish crown.
New, different animation.
Over the vast gray sea, he saw spots of light in the distance. An island. He named it Tierra del Fuego. For the next 400 years, Ushuaia faithfully served its role at the end of the world. It became the continent's penal colony, and its largest building even served as a prison.
Oh.
Many Arcanists were exiled there. By the turn of the century, the Arcanist hunt had reached its peak, and the Comala Sanatorium was built. Well, as you may already know, at that time, most Arcanists were believed to be victims of madness.
So the 16th century.
The sanatorium was their ship of fools. However, as people began to realize that Arcanist blood wasn't a guarantee of madness, fewer and fewer were imprisoned there. By 1947, it was officially closed.
It only took 3 centuries.
Until the 1970s, when a group of people from the National Foucault Studies Association returned to the island with new ideas for the location. They spoke in abstract terms and opaque theories that no one could understand. They rebuilt this place and gave it a new name. After a long period of construction, the Comala Sanatorium became a prison once more, one designed to hold Arcanist criminals.
Didn't it do that before?
And a psychiatric
I guess Arcanist criminals as opposed to all Arcanists.
Any Arcanist deemed mentally or socially unfit would be locked away there. This association claimed the inmates would receive the best treatment, and they would fully recover before being returned to society.
Oh yeah, that's what they always say.
A prison, a medical lab, a sanatorium. Call it whatever you want. That is what Comala is today.
Mm-hmm.
And we could spend the whole winter there. It'd probably be the easiest winter we've ever had. All that it requires is a little bit of action.
She's saying they should admit themselves? Girl. Foucault is the author of Folie Déraison. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Where did they where did Foucault come up here? National Foucault Studies Association. Now I wonder if that's not a real thing. That's probably made up for this story. But they named it after the author of Folie et Déraison. There you go.
It won't be hard to pass ourselves off as a bunch of unstable crackpots. A touch of madness comes parceled with the gifts of being an Arcanist.
That's your brilliant idea? To get us locked up in an asylum? You understand we'd be prisoners there, don't you? It's not like we get to put our feet up and relax by a fire.
For some people, it gives them a place to stay, especially if it's snowing outside. I've spoken to people for whom prison is actually preferable to what they're dealing with outside. Because it's just so bad out here. Her increasingly agitated companion turns his head aside, catching the faint outline of a patrolling gendarme through the frosted window. Let's see what that word is. Gendarme.
Gendarme.
Were you able to hear that? Let me see.
Gendarme.
There we go. That's probably the American pronunciation. Gendarme. Gorlami. Arrivederci.
Well, see that man over there? Go greet him with a punch to the jaw, then you'll be set for the whole winter.
Oh, this is interesting. Now we're on the outside, listening in from outside of where they are.
Sounds like a good idea.
What are you saying, girl? Recoleta.
Please, we're not messing with the Gendarmeria.
Gendarme. Recoleta. So many characters in Rivers 1999 are just so quirky.
She said she could take us in at her vineyard up north near the capital. Well, it's harvest season. They could use all the help they can get.
Why don't you take Recoleta with you? She probably won't want to go there
next year.
or something.
Or when the winter has passed. It'll still be great.
Recoleta's expression is as cold as the mate tea on the table.
I hear you, amigos. But respectfully, I must turn down your offer. This has been more than just a road trip for me. I know sticking around here for the winter won't be easy. But this could be my last chance. What if things change again? I can't just wait for spring.
Recoleta.
What did I tell you, Maria? She never listens. Wasting your breath. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again.
Pancho's apologetic words freeze in his mouth.
Mierda! Those gendarmes are looking straight at us!
What?
The cafe door swings open. That's awesome animation. A gust of cold air and dampness sweeps through the room. Recoleta's hair stands on end with the chill as she turns to face the door.
Stop right there. You three match the descriptions of some intruders at the poetry meeting in Casa Pionera.
Pioneer Street. Recoleta plans a response only to hear the scrambling sounds of her companions bolting away out the back door.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run a 3-minute ad here, and I will just take a quick break. So, see you in 3 minutes. Alright, this time I remembered to unmute my mic. Alrighty. Man. I love you, Shemaine. You look fantastic. His eyes are like red in this garment, I realized. Actually, they're not red there. They're just red in the illustration, weirdly enough. Don't really get why. Alrighty. Everybody should be back now. Let's go defeat some enemies. A cab. Am I right?
Nothing unexpected. For now.
I still don't quite know how or what it is with Melania's Moxie storing whatever she does.
I recommend.
The show's on, hounds.
A brave decision.
Time waits for no one, even for a
It's
great
so nice that she gets her ult right away.
Hold on to that.
Plan A.
I recommend.
Plan B. A mice pass.
Ha-ha! Boom!
And then she gets her ult up again real quick. Riku says, I know, right? Can use my Millennia again with Recoleta. That's so nice. That's gonna be the part that really tricks me into trying to pull.
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
I want a big Mrs. What's her name? Avi? What's the bag's name? I want this bag so badly. The gendarmes are left behind in the cold, but the flustered young rider still something. Still dares not stop running until she stumbles on a patch of wet and mushy snow.
Oh, gracias a Dios.
Thank God.
Creo que los
I
perdimos.
think I lost them.
Are you alright? Gracias. Better to kiss the ground than kiss the gendarme's boots, if one must choose.
That's right. Here, here, Recoleta. I can cheers that. Riku says, I also love the Med Pocket Euphoria. They're so good now. I'm excited. Maybe I don't have enough materials. I can't do Euphoria on all these characters. But I also love Med Pocket. Ugh. They're my non-binary icon. My non-binary rep that I look up to.
Doris, is that you?
Doris?
Funny
What?
how life moves in circles and puts an old friend in my path. How have you been? Are you paying another visit to Kamala? Doris.
Oh. Have we heard the full version of this track before? This sounds new to me. A name falls from the sky, offered by a girl who is just face-planted and cannot see the figure before her.
Timekeeper, could she mean our Dr. Doris?
Oh! That was the name of the blind lady.
Was I mistaken?
In Sao Paulo. She wipes the snow from her face. Still dizzy, she makes out the stranger before her. As her vision clears, it becomes apparent that fate is not a perfect loop. At least, the person holding the suitcase in front of her is not the same woman she met before. Maybe Dr. Torres is the person in the story she was writing who had the suitcase.
How strange. I've never seen two people so alike.
Oh.
But please, forgive me. It's been a long day.
No need to apologize. In fact, the person you just mentioned sounds like someone we're looking for. Could you tell me where you last saw her?
Sure, Excuse me. You're not from around here, are you? Your accents and those clothes give you away. Come with me. I know a warmer place to talk.
Ooh. I like it. Ooh.
The moment armies start to march, the world stands still. You fight or fall back, charge forward or run. Those are the only rules on the battlefield.
Chameleon says, the vibes are so intriguing, right? I like it because it's like, I can actually follow. I actually remember these things, and they're writing it in such a way that I can actually follow what's going on, and what the intriguing is.
I don't see a start time on this report, nor does it state the reason for, or the demands of, this war. That's what you think. The scars left on the land may be the most obvious form of destruction, but the true devastation of war is one that develops gradually in the souls of people.
Chameleon says, I mean, it's clear up until this guy shows up, but that's every chapter. True!
You don't? The young writers have all been exiled, sent down a path with no signs to follow and no destination.
The young writers have been exiled. Now, part of me wonders if the young writers is referring to Recoleta and Pancho and Maria.
In dark days of bloody conflict, soldiers often find comfort in scriptures and verses, or in letters from their loved ones. They hold those words close, a fragile piece of home, a brief solace from the roaring of the battlefield.
You know what this guy reminds me of? This guy reminds me of the Kashira Gozonji Kashira girls in the anime Revolutionary Girl Utena. The girls that show up in between parts of an episode, and they kind of are commenting on what's happening in the episode, but it's always a little bit vague and weird. Chameleon says, he gives me Disco Elysium flashbacks. I've heard that that's a pretty good game. I never played it myself, but I feel like given the people that like that game, I would probably like it. So I don't know. Maybe I could play that on stream. Who knows?
But as they fall one by one, they learn the bitter truth. No destiny awaits them but death. That bitter homesickness still weighing heavy in their hearts.
It's not my thing, but it's very well made. I see. All right. Okay.
In dreams, maybe. Walking the streets of your hometown, spending a lazy afternoon at the writing desk. Dreams can take you anywhere. But live there too long, and the lines between fiction and reality will blur. And soon, you'll never wake up again. Soldiers crawl through trenches, roll in the mud, and charge to their deaths again and again. While words are forever trapped within the confines of poetry, made to live, die, and live again under the golden prophecy.
Sorry, OBS is being weird, or rather, Fujitech is being weird. I'll just get rid of those things so they don't show up. I just kind of randomly decided to restart Discord while I was streaming just now, and I think that confused it.
Ugh. I can't stand the way poets talk.
You're one to say that. Buenos Aires Division Intake Report. Authority. It's always so flexible. I should read these. Hopefully it'll help me understand the main story more. The Buenos Aires Division has received members of the Storm Research Team, Ulrich and Regulus. Both are to be temporarily stationed at the division while undergoing basic health examinations. I don't know. Does this take place before or after Barcarola's patch? The Timekeeper and her assistant received the message upon landing at Tierra del Fuego and have departed on a mission. Okay, cool. Other survivors taking in. Barcarola. Oh, there you go. A pure-blood arcanist and musician aboard the Free Breeze. Fatutu, a pure-blood arcanist and a member of the Nucateo people. For full risk level assessment, report see attachments 1 through 35. At the end of 2.4, they saw an island, and that was here, I presume. Right. I guess so. The Ushuaia port explosion. What? Reports, endless reports. Why are there only ever reports? Read report. Ooh. Wow. Okay. The tremors from the explosion at Ushuaia port shook the surroundings for nearly 10 seconds, after which strong winds carried the flames across the dock area. Thick smoke spread for several kilometers. The explosion injured 12 people, over 200 residents were evacuated, and it took the Navy and Fire Department nearly 6 hours to contain the fire. Unfortunately, key logistics facilities were reduced to ruins. Investigations confirmed that the explosions originated from 3 sources: an oil storage tank and 2 cargo warehouses along the 3rd dock. However, the disproportionate scale of the explosions raises suspicions of arcane skill involvement. It is still unclear whether this incident is related to the Xeno mutiny, and simultaneous investigations are ongoing into other arcanist organizations that may be responsible. What the hell is this? You call this a report. This is all you're handing in? Panic is already spreading. Do I need to remind you that Ushuaia is our nearest deepwater port? Flames higher than the lighthouse. Seawater dyed blood red. This catastrophe is bringing up painful memories of the war from over a decade ago. Our wounds are being torn open in the worst way possible, and after all this time I gave you to investigate, you're just giving me a list of possibilities? A few days ago, people suspected those lunatics locked up in prison. But what the hell can they do besides bash their heads against barbed wire and spout pathetic rhetoric? Maybe they scribbled out a doppelganger on a pile of backwards poetry, conjured up a few imaginary hot air balloons to float them to the port, and then molded a ton of bombs from mud to ice. Fat chance. The only thing you got right was not including them in your list of suspects. Otherwise, I'd have thrown you in that prison alongside them. Okay, that makes me think that it is them. That makes me feel like it's a red herring. What is going on? There was an explosion? Why weren't Recoleta and her friends talking about that? Like, wow. Oh. I never know if I should do... No, let's just go through the story and then go back for the hard difficulties afterwards. Okay, everybody. If you're all ready to go, we're going to start part 2 of chapter 9 of the main story. Oh, Dip, just part 2? I didn't miss much then, it seems. Yep, that's right, Decaf. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an okay day. Oh, okay, so Netta's talking about the explosion. But yes, I mean, I kind of dragged my feet before getting started on the main story during stream today. We were just kind of checking out what else the new content was. And Decaf just woke up. Good morning. Okay. There was an arcane attack on the pier. So she really is going along with the story that it was an arcane attack. All right. All the ships in the port were destroyed. Wow.
Could Manus Vindictae be responsible for this? Or perhaps the Xeno rebels?
Sonetta's a bit of a gossip, isn't she?
Hard to say.
Maybe.
But things have been suspiciously quiet these past few days. I had been hoping we'd find some clues here in Ushuaia, after we lost track of the Manus, in the Free Breeze shipwreck. They would have gone to ground somewhere remote and off the radar. Indeed, it's possible they've already left Ushuaia.
See, it's just really nice to finally feel like we are experiencing the events in the main story in a linear fashion. It's like, this happened, and then this happened, and now this is happening. It helps me out so much that it's actually happening in order for once.
For whatever reason, it seems they haven't been pushing for the storm to happen quite as eagerly as before.
That's interesting, Virgin. But it sounds like once we get into the prison, time will be all weird and timey-limey-wimey once again, if the trailer is anything to go by.
I have a strange feeling about it all. They're definitely up to something. For now, it seems our new friend's story lines up with the intel from Moth. It seems the Xeno rebels really did bring Dr. Dorez here.
Oh.
We should see if there's anything more she can tell us.
Decaf says, cut to 3 weeks earlier in chapter 20 or something. I know.
Timekeeper.
The chief assistant hesitates.
The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego. If the Manus really are here...
The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego?
Then... we'll be on our own. The closest Foundation branch is in Buenos Aires, 3,200 kilometers away.
She reflects without words, a reminder that the chaos caused by Igor's rebellion is still fresh.
Careful and well considered as ever, Soneto. It's possible they've already infiltrated Ushuaia, just as they did in Chisos. But the Xeno rebels may still be holding Dorez. We can't just wait around. I'm afraid we'll have to take the risk. Ushuaia is not very big. If Manus Vindictae is here, we'll notice. Stay sharp.
Understood, Timekeeper. I'll keep an eye out for them and for Dr. Dorez.
After a chaotic hunt and escape, the cafe regains its usual peace. Hunt and escape because of the gendarme showing up to arrest Recoleta and friends? The gendarmes are gone, and so too are Recoleta's companions. Right, okay.
My friends. They're really gone. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again. So that's all I get? We could have exchanged some farewell poems, read them out loud like we used to, and shed a few bitter tears over our heartfelt goodbyes.
Romance is very important to her. At least she knows what she wants.
But you know what they say. Goodbyes are only a senseless feast of unhappiness.
What? Now we're getting Theft of the Rimmet Cup music.
Pardon?
Wait, what did she say? Goodbyes are only a senseless feast of unhappiness.
Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Please, sit down. And could we get a pot of mate with mint, please?
So she did she want the goodbye time or not? You're confusing me, Recoleta.
Thank you.
Recoleta watches with interest as the two girls take the offered cups of tea.
So you're looking for Doris? I can tell she's important to you from your look. Correct. Is there anything more you could tell us about the day you met her? Of course. It was one of those gray, overcast afternoons. I had just turned onto Calle Bolivar when I ran into this blind woman on my way to the post office. To be exact, I didn't run into her. She called to me. It felt like a sacred moment in time, like something unworldly. I just stood there, frozen, as she walked up and fixed a loose thread on my sweater.
Oh. Decaf says, we could have blown finger guns, bought each other heart lockets, done a silly dance. There's lots of things you can do as a final goodbye.
I stared at her until my fingers went numb, and the letter almost slipped out of my hand.
Miss, could you tell me what's in that direction?
I followed her hand as she pointed forward. Strangely, even though I could see she was blind, I had a feeling that she knew exactly where she was pointing and where she intended to go.
That's the way to Comala Prison, Senora. Is that where you're headed? I could walk you there if you'd like.
Thank you, miss. But I think I found my way.
She held a typewriter. How ironic that God would give her, at once, both books and night.
I am Recoleta. What may I call you, miss? I hope you don't mind me asking, Senora. I didn't mean to pry. It's only that I have to know. You're a writer too, aren't you? I've been working on a novel and, for some reason, I have this feeling you could be a character in it.
Aha, there it is.
Forgive me. I'm just so excited. I really want to remember this moment. Please, may I have your name? Or whatever you'd like me to call you?
I don't think I'll ever forget her smile. It was soft, kind, almost merciful. And oddly, it felt so ancient.
No offense taken, Miss Recoleta. But first, I have a question for you. What does literature mean to you?
Sorry? What a question it was. I wasn't expecting anything like it.
You're a writer, are you not? And one I sense with purpose. Tell me, where does such powerful motivation come from?
Actually, well, I'm not sure, Senora. I have my pursuits and questions, but literature is neither the goal nor the answer to them.
Oh.
Literature is, well, it's just literature.
I suppose if I had to define it, I'd say it's a tool. A kindling for fire, or a lens to see through. A means to explore and raise questions from different angles and express our perspectives.
And what an interesting perspective you've expressed. I see. But how does literature make you feel?
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time. Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Perhaps something a little more subtle. Just when I was looking for the right word, she turned away with a little wave, heading toward the prison, her feet crunching over the fine snow.
Okay.
So she must have gone to the prison. When did all of this happen? About 3 days ago. I remember the sun came out for a while that day, and the streets were glistening with melting snow. You've heard of Comala Prison, haven't you?
Word by word, the question turns from an implication into a declaration.
3 days ago. Then we may be able to catch up with her there, Timekeeper.
You're right. We need to get there as soon as we can.
Whoa, amazing. So decisive, assertive. A true show of character.
You'll be a character in her book too!
You must be the very archetype of a charismatic leader. What's left to say? Whenever the protagonist has what they want fall into their laps, we're all quick to complain about lazy writers using Deus Ex Machina to keep the story together. So, let's not dwell on it.
I mean, I think Virgin is trying her best to find Dr. Dores. I don't think it's falling into her lap.
It's a city where the day may only last 4 hours, and the streets are full of exiled arcanists.
Decaf says, "Hey, Abed, this is reality." Is that a Community reference? Because if so, I didn't watch Community. I guess otherwise I don't know what the reference is.
We appreciate your help, Miss Recoleta. Please.
It's Community. I see. Chameleon says, "It's a little obnoxious, but it's okay, Recoleta. We support your passion."
Miss Recoleta, I'm Vertin, and this is Sinetto. We're investigators from the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Glad that I could help. But listen, ladies.
The girl winks playfully.
Everything happens for a reason, and now it's becoming clear. You're going to Kamala prison, and so am I. Maybe it's fate that brought us together.
What's your business there? If you don't mind our asking.
Oh, it's a writer's mission. But anyway, we're friends now. If you're going to Kamala,
it's
you'll
because
meet
I'm
someone who
homeless.
knows the way.
Okay. Where's the... Aha! Here we go. Ushuaia, the end of the world. Where is this place? The furthest edge of civilization. Ah, right, one of these. Yeah, that's what the amiibos look like now. They have more detail to them. I appreciate that they have that. Back in the day, it used to be a little bit tricky to figure out which amiibo was which. Historically, the town of Ushuaia originally was home to just 400 people, until 1,100 convicts were exiled here. It's not hard to see why. After all, this little town has a chill to it that pierces the bone. Even the rain feels unapologetic and bleak. Those exiles soon became essential for the town. They cut the lumber, built the generators, and survived the harsh winters alongside the townspeople. Some stayed after their release, and with time, the town prospered. A town so deeply intertwined with stories of exile and imprisonment. Don't you think that gives it a certain mysterious, intricate, unspoken charm? In the cold and silence of the polar night, a pair of warm hands can warm not just your body, but also your heart. Even if those hands belong to a death row convict exiled here? Of course, even if they belong to a waddling penguin, they would still be the hands of a friend. Over the years, we could even end up like family. Indeed, I think I understand how the residents and prisoners integrated. Surviving in the harsh climate of polar regions like this isn't easy. Prisoners couldn't make it alone. The harsh nature of their surroundings taught them a simple truth. No person survives on their own. Such poetic wording. Sinetto, you really ought to try your hand at poetry. It is an act of outpouring one's feelings and taking a journey through one's own mind. A journey through your mind? Thanks for the suggestion. Perhaps I'll consider giving it a try in the future. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I would read Sinetto's poetry. Recoleta your stuff together. And friendship does have a very large definition. That's right. Next amiibo is going to be Funko Pops and will sell for $79.99. No! She tells the girl named Sonnet. Oh, that's true! Sonnet! Literally, Sonetto's name has Sonnet in it. Oh my gosh. That's cute. Okay. Let me get my blanket over my legs here. And then we shall get into part 3. And we will enter Komala Prison. Another fight chapter, or another fight part, I guess. The place that time forgot. Excellent, everything is going according to plan. Fate will not reveal its hand, at least not for now. I remember in the trailer, there was something about, we are in a story that is like a story of repeating itself, or we are inside of a story that has a predetermined ending. I've forgotten what it said, but I know that fate is going to be important in this part, it seems. The gray riverbed winds through the frostbitten earth, disappearing into the distant horizon. It's time for me to click on this. There. A neat, yet dilapidated circular complex stands alone beneath the snow-capped mountains, as if abandoned by God, humanity, and ghosts alike. That's a feeling. Decaf says, the thing you taste in food, unmei. Or umami, or umai. The thing about Japanese is that there's so many words that sound alike. Outside the fence, 3 uninvited guests discuss their plan to get inside.
Behold, Komala Prison. It's the biggest building around. When the sun comes out, it looks like a rusty button stitched into the earth.
I don't know what they fed the narrator this chapter, but goddamn LMAO. I mean, it seems pretty par for the course for reverse, but yeah. Maybe they're inspired by Recoletta's poetry.
Everyone tries not to pay attention to it, but it's undoubtedly one of the most important places in town. This way. Careful. We're heading uphill. Oops!
The young rider begins to slip again. She's prevented only by Sonetto's quick reflexes.
Thanks. So, my new friends, you're from that St. Palominos?
St. Pavlov Foundation. And Vertin is the timekeeper there.
Ah, very impressive. Sounds all official and polished. Then, I take it you've already got away into the prison?
I mean, they just showed up and decided to go there. The gate presents an unwelcoming face to the world.
I'll draft a letter to headquarters right away. Once they approve it, they'll notify the local branch in Buenos Aires. From there, they'll need to inform the Argentine government.
Decaf, I don't know what you're talking about. What about strict syllable count? I didn't follow.
They'll then issue us a permit.
Excellent. Looks like our bureaucrats still have some worth. No offense intended, of course.
Yeah.
Since we're pressed for time,
oh, you said lots of Japanese words sound alike.
Priority to our request. If all goes well, we should have the permit in about a month.
Right. It is a lot based on syllable count for poems and things. Although I've heard Japanese rap that has some words that sound alike being put together here and there. But yeah, that's a good point. We should have the permit in about a month. Sonetto, girl.
How expedient of them. But you know what? Maybe we shouldn't bother all those hard-working government officials with these trifling matters after all.
Surely no storm will arrive in the meantime. I know, right? She instantly returns to her previous judgment.
I have a simpler solution that suits the urgency of our cause.
That sounds great. Oh, where are you going, Miss Recoleta?
Before anyone can stop her, the young rider hurls herself up the wall, scaling the side with the sort of skill that immediately suggests she's done this before. I love that.
To the other side of the wall, of course. From Guadalajara to Ushuaia. There has yet to be a wall that could stop me. Come on, ladies of the Foundation. Soneto, take my hand.
Soneto looks utterly flustered.
Miss Recoleta, please. A reckless act like that could have serious consequences. Please come back down. In fact, while the details of our mission are classified, I should warn you it may be dangerous, and we cannot guarantee your safety once we're inside. Perhaps it's in your best interest to return to town.
Recoleta is a new Regulus for Soneto to run after.
What? That is definitely not in my best interest.
Decaf says, the only walls that could stop Recoleta are Writer's Block. That's right.
What sort of pusillanimous coward would I be if I just abandoned my fated companions here?
What is pusillanimous?
Of course I'm going in with you. Or rather, you're coming with me.
Please get down.
First time I've heard that word before.
Someone's coming our way.
From the other side of the prison fence, a predator's gaze locks onto the figure perched on the wall.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
Caramba, it's her again. The jailer of Comala.
Did she say jailer or jaguar?
Let's just dive in. Hey! Wait a second, we did see a jaguar in the trailer, didn't we? I'm excited. Finally, we get another animal character.
The show's on, hounds.
Pansy.
Everyone has their own definition.
Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
Not bad for a stretch.
Shebane, I love you so much. I think this is the first time I've seen him on the victory page with the new garment. He has, like, gold dust? Interesting. Decaf says, I assume it's when you're similar to a queue of salami. Q salamius? Oh dear.
Miss Recoleta, haven't I made myself clear? I don't want to see you here again.
I'm so happy. Jailer, playable win. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased. Oh, I'm so happy. This is why I play this game. I play this game so we get a variety of character designs. No, not a 2-star character. No! Absolutely not. Obsessed with the way her jaw is animated, like...
Jailer,
oh my gosh, I want to
we meet
see...
again. What a delightful encounter on such a...
Oh. A sudden gust of cold wind interrupts her.
lovely day.
This game is so funny.
Would you please just leave this place alone?
You know, yeah, her lower jaw is just kind of animatronic looking.
I'll never understand why a promising young woman like you keeps snooping around a prison.
Why did they have a sword? Can they hold the sword? Or maybe they take it out with their biting on it.
I can't make this any clearer. Trying to break into Comala will do nothing to get you inside, but it will get you into a world of trouble with the Gendarmeria.
2-star characters are more rare than 6 stars. I know, that's so weird. Yes! Let's ride the jailer to Narnia. Let's do it.
Will you stop these senseless breaking attempts? Comala prison is only accessible to academic researchers and journalists. And even they must have official credentials in order to enter.
What? Have you got something to hide?
Isn't there any other way to pay a visit? I truly do need to get in there.
I'm wondering if Recoleta has any other motivation to get into Komala prison other than just, oh, we can stay there and stay warm. I wonder if there's something else.
Sorry to interrupt, but did you just say official credentials?
Yes, you heard me right. And you are?
I'm the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. My assistant and I are here to visit Kamala Prison on official orders from the Foundation. Here, this is my ID.
Oh, we're gonna try to bluff our way through. At the thought of lying, Soneta's lips fail to open for even a squeak. She goes flush red with embarrassment. Girl! Okay, she's really cute. Through the prison fence, the jailer examines the pair as she takes the ID in her sizable paws. It is at least a very presentable-looking card, boldly stamped with the seal of the St. Pavlov Foundation.
This is indeed legitimate.
Hage? What? Hage. I like your mug emote. It's really cute. Soneta blushing at Verton. I guess she is technically blushing at Verton. I think she's just blushing because she's being forced to lie. And she's like, Verton is just gonna go ahead and lie, and Soneta's like, oh my god, I need to let this lie happen in order for our mission to happen. It's great. But also, she is gay. I'm not saying she's not gay. She is quite gay.
Welcome to Kamala Prison. Apologies for my earlier behavior. It's been a while since we've had any official visitors.
Gay or European? Yeah, like that one fan video. Fun. Okay. That was relatively short. National Foucault Studies Association. They brandish philosophy to persecute all heretics equally. The National Foucault Studies Association was founded by scholars, alongside the junta, to support the study of Foucault's theories and further exploration of social structures. Thus, a regular column was established in this publication, where contributions from all perspectives are welcomed and encouraged. Decaf says, are you doing the harder difficulties on stream or going straight for stories? I'm just going to go straight for stories so that I can prioritize having the story be done first. And then later on I'll go through and do all the hard stuff later. This newspaper is about as old as I am, yet you somehow managed to find a copy. Yes, the Panopticon of Komala was founded by the National Foucault Studies Association as a site for experimental psychoanalysis. I've read about it. A single watcher could observe all prisoners, and since the prisoners never knew if they were being watched or not, the surveillance system infiltrated every detail of their lives. It is smart, isn't it? The actual surveillance remains unseen, yet the prisoners nonetheless end up trapped in a closed, fragmented structure. Oh, those were my pen pal's words. He also said it was a significant experiment for the government at the time. But in that era, Foucault's psychoanalysis seemed more like a means to an end. Huh? Wait, so if I'd been born a few decades earlier, would I have needed to try so hard to get into this prison? Wouldn't the gendarmes have locked me up just for writing or speaking out? I may not always understand you, but I sincerely hope you are joking now. Back then, people faced more than just imprisonment. There were disappearances, torture, and many deaths. All right, I apologize. That was probably a bit inappropriate for a joke, I admit. Please relax, Neto. Alrighty. Yay! More clear drops. And how far are we here? Good, good, good. Okay, I think I can do one more part. The intense and passionate relationship between Recoleta and getting arrested. It's true. Komala's colors. For a drifter, a stay behind an iron-barred window can feel like just another stretch of desert. Let's do this.
Día tras día, la investigadora de paracausalidad se escondía en la naturaleza fuera del pueblo de Amalfitano,
Day after day,
estudiando los datos
the
que había
paracausality
recolectado.
researcher hid away in the wilderness outside the town of Amalfitano, studying the data she had collected.
Una tarde, al anochecer,
One evening at dusk,
una voz
a
llamó
voice
desde
called out
fuera
from
de su
outside
cueva.
her cave. She
Ella
put
dejó el
down the
equipo
equipment
y las
and her
cintas
tapes and
y
stepped
salió afuera.
outside.
Un hombre estaba de
A
pie,
man stood
curioso,
curiously
frente a su
at her
puerta.
door.
¿Qué haces aquí? Preguntó,
What are you doing here? He
levantando
asked,
ambas cejas.
raising both
Nada
eyebrows.
sucede en Amalfitano
Nothing
en estos
ever
días.
happens in Amalfitano these
El
days.
local se presentó
The
como
local
el
introduced
empleado del
himself
banco.
as the bank clerk.
Probablemente
He had
tenía
probably
la cara
the most
más
amiable
amable
face
del lugar.
around.
Ojos
Bright
brillantes,
eyes,
mejillas
lifted
levantadas,
cheeks, a
una
soft
mandíbula
jawline.
Era una cara
It was a
llena de
face
esperanza.
beaming with hope.
La investigadora le mostró los
The
espectros
researcher
que
showed
había
him the
estado
spectrums
recopilando.
she'd been compiling.
He estado
I've been
recolectando
collecting
historias
stories
sobre el
about the
dado,
dye, she explained.
explicó. Quizás
Perhaps
ellos
they
contienen la
hold the
clave para
key to
explicar la
explaining the
aleatoriedad que
randomness
muestra
that
el
fate
destino.
displays.
Ah, eso realmente
Ah,
me
that does
intriga,
intrigue me so,
respondió
the
rápidamente el
bank
empleado
clerk
del banco.
replied briskly.
Me encantaría
I'd
escuchar
love to hear
todo sobre
all
eso,
about it,
pero debo irme.
but I have to go.
No debo llegar
I
tarde
mustn't
al
be late
funeral
for the
del
Dune
pescador de dunas.
Piscator's
Y con
funeral.
eso se fue.
And with that, he left.
3 días después,
3 days
los
later,
mismos pasos
the same
regresaron a
footsteps
su cueva.
returned to her cave.
Volviste. ¿Cómo
You're
has
back.
estado?
How have you been?
¿Lograste llegar al funeral?
Did you make it to the funeral?
Preguntó.
She asked.
No tengo idea de lo que estás hablando.
I have no idea what you're talking
Respondió de
about,
manera
he replied
cortante.
tersely.
No soy el
I'm
hombre
not the
que
man
crees
you
que
think
soy.
I am.
Su rostro
His
estaba
face was
agotado
drained and
y
gaunt,
demacrado.
his eyes
Sus ojos
sunken
hundidos
deep into hollow
profundamente en
sockets.
huecos vacíos. Era como
It was
si
as if
toda chispa
every
de vida
spark of life
hubiera sido
had been
arrancada,
drawn out of him,
dejándolo solo
leaving
con una
only an
cáscara
empty
vacía.
husk.
La investigadora insistió que
The
no se
researcher
había
insisted
equivocado.
she wasn't mistaken.
Conozco a las personas
I
por
know
su
people by their
naturaleza
deeper
más
nature,
profunda,
down to
hasta la
the
sincronización
synchronicity
de
of their
sus espectros.
spectrums.
Nunca me he
I've never
equivocado
been
antes.
wrong before.
Lo que tú digas.
Whatever
El
you
hombre
say,
murmuró de manera
the man
áspera.
muttered roughly.
No entiendo
I don't
nada de tus
understand
ideas
anything
tan
of your high-minded
elevadas.
ideas.
Solo déjame
Just
ir.
let me go.
Ha sido un largo
It's been a
día de
long day out
pesca,
there
y
fishing,
lo único que
and
quiero
all
ahora
I
es
want now
desplomarme
is
en
to
mi cama
collapse
tan
on my
brillante.
rickety bed.
Se alejó con pasos
He
que
trudged off
sonaban
with footsteps
exactamente
that
como los
sounded
del empleado del
exactly
banco.
like those of the bank clerks.
As you might have noticed, Miss Burton, this facility isn't just a prison. It's also a research center. Its full name is the Panopticon of Kamala. It was established by the Foucault Association in 1975. We've hosted workshops, academic sessions, and even lectures about the Panopticon. You may even have seen some reports about it.
Chameleon says, it reminds me of her and her friends, but I don't know if that's what they're getting at. Ooh. Her friends betrayed her or left her or something? Or were no longer themselves, perhaps? In a way. What the heck is the Panopticon in this context?
Experts of psychoanalysis and scholars from various fields have come here to exchange ideas and seek collaboration in their studies.
Like 1 minute they got her and the other they don't no longer did? Right, yeah. Okay, I follow you.
In many ways, the Panopticon is unlike any other prison you've seen before.
I see. No wonder Miss Recoleta has gone to such lengths to become a part of it. Actually, my assistant and I are here to inquire about a prisoner named Dores. Does that name sound familiar?
Not that I recall. Could she have used a different name? What does she look like?
She'd have arrived here about 3 days ago. It's also possible that she came as a visitor, not a prisoner.
And also, she looks like an older version of me.
She's a blind woman who always carries an old typewriter. She used to be a doctor at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil. And on the subject of different names, she once wrote for Atu, under the name Erd.
I don't think I've seen anyone fit in that description. And as I said, we haven't had any visitors in some time. Certainly not in the last 3 days.
But I did see her. I saw her walking towards Comala prison.
Someone must have mixed up their memories. Simply put, I don't recall seeing anyone by that name or with that description here.
I have a theory. It's a small theory, but I think it's a good theory. I think that they made this jailer character an animal to make us trust them more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're more likely to trust a character who's an animal than a character who's a human or looks human.
I see. Thank you, miss. Perhaps we made a mistake.
Sensing that her current line of questioning is going nowhere, she shifts toward a different topic.
Miss Recoleta, you've gone to great lengths to get into the Panopticon. Would you mind telling us why?
Finally! I've been waiting for you to ask.
Decaf says, a tiger can't change its stripes, a leopard its spots, but jaguars have no such limitations! Mwahaha! Yeah, you're right. She seems more human in a way. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I guess so, yeah. I was meaning that she's, like, the reason that they made her outward appearance look like an animal means that we, the viewer, are more likely to trust that she's not lying to us. We think that she's reliable, perhaps. I wonder if they had a human character be the jailer, and the jailer was like, oh, I think your memories are off to Recoleta. We might be like, what if the jailer's hiding something? But because it's this, you know, literal talking jaguar, we're like, oh, I'm sure the jaguar means well. Or something like that. I don't know.
I'm here to find my pen pal in Comala.
You have a pen pal? In here?
Oh.
Yes. 6 months ago, I went to a book exhibition in Guadalajara and came across the contact details of a few writers. I sent them my novel and asked for feedback.
Yeah, I was thinking of Eldon in the last patch, and if she looked like him, I don't know if we would be as chill, lol. I know, right? I wonder if her pen pal is Aleph.
Looking back, it was a bit forward, but nothing unheard of between writers. A lot of friendships start through letters, you see.
By the way, pen pals in prisons is a thing in real life, and I'm gonna take this moment to talk about it. Because that's something I'm actually kind of passionate about, even though I've never actually done it myself, and I really should. Where? Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to find... There's a place that I know of, in the Pacific Northwest. It's like prisoner support... something something, but now I can't remember the name of it. I wonder if there's one that's like all over the place. Well, there's this one that's based in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington, if you don't recognize the name, that's the city that is in the Pacific Northwest. Then there's a Space Needle tower that is associated with it. But if you ever get the chance to sign up for a pen pal thing with someone in prison, that can be incredibly impactful. Go away, Google Lens. There's got to be something here I can read that'll be a nice little... Yeah. I guess I don't have much information to share beyond I know that it's a big, big help. Let me see. Research findings, as well as insights from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, demonstrate that both male and female prison pen pals who establish and nurture positive contacts beyond prison walls, pursue educational opportunities, and seek normalization through friendship are less likely to reoffend. Our platform hosts profiles from inmates in county jails, state prisons, federal facilities, those on death row, and those from death row across the country. So yeah, I highly recommend people sign up for programs like these. They can help save a life, truly. Not even joking. Let's see. I'm gonna have to run another 3-minute ad, and then we will get into finishing the rest of this part, okay? So, I'm gonna run it right now, okay? 3, 2, 1... And I don't really feel the need to, like, get up and take a break. So I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit. Hope everyone's having a good day. Oh, I'm so happy. It's sunny, and it's not too hot. Thank goodness. And a reminder, you should definitely join my Discord server if you have not already. That's in the pinned comment. And, I don't know, if anybody here hasn't been by in a while or is new, I have some cute little emotes you can use if you follow the channel, and there's also 2 more emotes if you sub to the channel. I just became an affiliate about a month ago, I guess? Something like that. There we go, Chameleon is showing off one of the follower emotes that there are. I'm going to make more. I was planning on making one more this week. I was gonna try to get myself on a schedule of making one new emote every week until I had all of the free slots filled up, but this week just didn't work out. But there's more on the way. When I made that celebrate emote, I made it in such a way that it's kind of a template that I can make more emotes using it. It'll be even easier next time. Yeah. A crying emote could be useful too. Yes, maybe that's what I should do next. Part of me was like, I just don't know which one to do next. Decaf recommended a rat emote, but I feel like I already have rat emotes. And then one of our other Discord members recommended a sunglasses, cool, happy, smiling emote. That might be fun. Yeah, it's my whole brand. Oh wait, Chameleon says that was me too. Oh! Wait, what? Let me see. Oh, the sunglasses one! That's Chameleon. I can't see everyone's names on Discord right now because I'm streaming and it has streamer mode enabled. I guess I could just disable, but I feel like I should leave streamer mode in place just in case I accidentally show Discord on stream. I like to be super safe. Undercover on Discord. Alright. I don't know why you doxed yourself like that. You didn't need to. I'll keep it secret though. If for any reason you'd like me to remove this part of the VOD, let me know. Alrighty, the ad should be done. And we shall now continue on with part 4 of the new main story, chapter 9.
And Aleph wrote back.
It was Aleph! There he is. Recoleta produces a thick stack of letters from her coat. Chameleon says, no, of course I was joking because I have a very different username. Haha, but thank you. No problem. I'm always very serious about everyone's privacy and whatnot. The recipient's address changes with each letter, reflecting the turbulent lifestyle of the wandering writer. Yet the sender's address is eternally constant. Komala.
And how much do you know about this pen pal of yours?
Oh, well, he calls himself Aleph, which is a grammatically masculine word, so...
What? It's a grammatically masculine word? Doubt. I'm just gonna say doubt. I have a degree in linguistics, I can say it. I don't know, that's just a weird way of saying it, maybe.
So you assume Aleph is a man?
Oh, you don't know. A reasonable suspicion, but in her experience, never a certainty.
Yes, he's probably a poet, a writer, perhaps even an alchemist.
Oh.
He's one of the brightest people I know.
Ooh.
There's never been a question that he couldn't answer.
Wow.
I've asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth. Can you imagine someone who knows all those things and so extensively too?
Chameleon says, yeah, it's not weird in French. It might be a localization issue. Yeah. Decaf. Why do you do this to me? Giving me a heart attack.
And he helped me with my novel. He always seems to know the best ways to bring my characters to life. Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun wondering if he's omniscient. With his help, my story grew richer and fuller, like a well-tended plant. Strangely, can't seem to take it any further now. It's as if the roots have been sapped of their strength.
Decaf says, nope, it didn't remove my SSN. Me, Todd Davis, CEO of an insurance company. Go for it. I may or may not encourage doxing CEOs of insurance companies. Let's see, I asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth. Can you imagine someone who knows all those things so extensively too? And he helped me with my novel. That's a pretty good friend to have if you're writing. He always seems to know the best ways to bring my characters to life. Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun wondering if he's omniscient. Ooh. With his help, my story grew richer and fuller like a well-tended plant. Strangely, I can't seem to take it any further now. It's as if the roots have been sapped of their strength.
I couldn't understand why. So, I resolved that I would see him in person to find out.
So that's the other reason you're here.
Again with this story about your uncanny pen pal? I've already told you 12 times. It's all very moving, but it still doesn't justify your actions. Riders experience mental blocks all the time, yet you don't see them trying to break into a prison over it.
She does have a point.
Wait, did Aleph stop answering? Did she say that earlier? Oh, she needs to see him in person because her writer's block is so bad.
Please, Burden, Jailer, have a little mercy, will you?
Hold on. I've been meaning to ask. Why are you only calling her Jailer? Don't you know her name? Or do you just prefer addressing people by their occupation?
Oh, about that.
Unexpectedly, it is the Jaguar herself that speaks up.
It's okay, Miss Verton. I don't mind being called by my job title. I take pride in what I do. I'm perfectly fine with just being the Jailer.
Burton, you've met Door and Apple. True.
Exactly. A researcher is a researcher, and a jailer is a jailer.
Okay.
Titles and code names often tell us more about people than their ordinary given names, don't you think? Take Soneto, for example. Your name comes from sonnets, doesn't it?
She even mentioned
poetic
it.
Form from Italy. Some people mistakenly think Shakespeare invented it. Some say it was Petrarca, though no one really knows when the first sonnet was written. Sorry, I'm straying from my point.
Yes.
You're Italian, aren't you, Soneto? Is that your real name, or just a code name? Were your parents poets?
As much as I'd like to be able to answer your question, I never knew my parents.
Right.
My earliest memories were of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind. I've lived there since I was a small child.
My apologies. That was thoughtless of me.
I think it's so impressive that Soneto's live 2D model can actually turn her face. Is she the only character who can do that? I'll have to think about that.
It's fine. You meant no ill intent, I'm sure. Timekeeper, if Miss Recoleta was right about Dr. Doris's whereabouts, perhaps the jailer is keeping things from us. Or perhaps Dr. Doris visited the Panopticon without her knowledge. Either way, we need to do some digging here.
I agree. Let's see if we can talk to some of the inmates and find out what they know.
As they chat, the corridors, until now endless, reach a terminal point, with voices echoing ahead.
Ladies, we're about to enter the main hall of the Panopticon.
Oh man.
This is one of the places where the inmates spend their recreation time. At this hour, they are supposed to be in their cells. But what's all that noise?
Yeah, Soneto said that right next to the jailer. That was funny. We've seen more. Lots of folks with side profiles like Isolde. Oh, does Isolde ever turn all the way into complete profile view? I know that she looks to the side, but like... I mean, she looks kind of 3/4. But do we ever see her in complete profile view? I guess I totally forgot if so. The jailer seems to be tense with the apparently unusual amount of noise.
Miss Verton, could you keep an eye on Recoleta if anything happens?
Recoleta tries her best to avoid the hard stare of the feline jailer by blending into the Foundation team.
Certainly.
What do you take me for? I'm not going to run away. That'd be a pretty cheesy way to start a story.
Please, just stay close to me.
We might have to end this in a cliffhanger. Yeah. Darn. The one we don't often see other sides of is 37, almost always perpetually front-facing. Oh, that's true! That does make her a little bit intense, doesn't it? Regulus begs to differ, but okay. Regulus? She's turned all the way to the... Oh wait, Regulus does the front-facing also. Maybe that's why she's rivals with 37. I'm gonna look at that stuff later. I really should be ending stream. I need to go meet up Duar at a Korean restaurant. We're gonna have some food, and apparently they play K-pop on the TVs at the place or something, which is gonna be so good, and I'm excited about that. But yeah, okay. I'll leave it on the menu here when we end. That was great. Oh, I did end where you ended. You mentioned you did 4 parts. There you go. But yeah, as always, in case you're new, I don't necessarily always save content for stream, so I might do some more of the story in another stream next week or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll figure that out as it goes. Guess you could say it's a 4-part harmony. Oh. I don't know, that's another reach. There's so many big reaches in Decap's puns. I can't dig it. Okay, good stuff. I'm looking forward to streaming tomorrow as well. I'm also looking to meeting LF. That'll be fun. I want to meet his character. Yeah, okay. Should be streaming tomorrow. That'll be good. Hope to see y'all there. And until then, make sure you take care of yourselves, eat some food, stay hydrated and all that. And, you know, ShinyBot TV, socials, all that stuff. We'll go ahead and say goodbye to this recording right here. Goodbye, recording. There we go. And with that, let's see who we can raid here. Aww, Age isn't streaming Reverse 1999? No! Wait, there are Reverse 1999 giveaways though. And 2.5 stories. So maybe later in Age's stream, she might do giveaways. No one else is streaming Reverse 1999 that I follow. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna send y'all to Age, and maybe y'all can get in the giveaway. That'd be fun, I'm sure. So, off we go. I thank you all again very, very much. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Alright. Bye-bye.